Since I've already had a question about this, I'm going to explain it real quick. The question was, what's the difference between the fluid bed and the Gold Cannon or Gold Cannon Mini? The Gold Cannon works on a little bit different principle. It does kind of the same thing, except you can use bigger material. You can use 1/8 inch or maybe a little bigger material in the Gold Cannon and the Gold Cannon Mini. The principle here is based on what I was talking about, terminal velocity. Inside the tube, it stirs and it lifts both. So as it mixes, it creates the turbidity, so to speak, and it lifts all the fine particles and black sands to the top. As it lifts, the gold is also heavier than the material, so it falls back down. It keeps rising and falling and keeps stirring. In the Gold Cannon, with the principles of terminal velocity, I can show you that at some point in time. There's some old videos on my Facebook that show the Gold Cannon in action, how it stirs and how it blows over the side, and how we have one more trap here to catch anything we might blow out the tube. But that's it in short. I guess I haven't told you guys yet how I got to be the builder and all of that kind of thing, of all the stuff that I build from time to time. Over time, the guys I mine with are always looking for ways to recover smaller and fine flour gold and gold flakes and stuff like that from the tailings pile. So over time, with my mechanical background and building ability here, I became sort of the problem solver for that. A couple of things you have to remember when you're working with gold of any size. All material is just a little bit different from location to location and from area of the U.S. or Canada and all that kind of thing. You're working with a little bit different types of material, or material that includes different kinds of things. So I build a lot of stuff specific to what works for us. It'll work for other people just as well. In fact, I've sold quite a few of the Gold Cannons over the course of time here. I'm not so sure that eventually I won't just sell the plans and let you guys build it and play with it and maybe improve on it yourself. It works really good for me. I've got a newer version that has vinyl hose on it rather than the fittings that I have on this one. I like the old original version of it. That was my beta version, so I keep using that and it works just great. The other thing I guess I would say about the fine and flour gold is it takes a lot of patience. You cannot get in a hurry. The smaller the gold, the less hurry you can be in, is kind of the rule of thumb. So I spend a lot of my time, the guys are always sending me different stuff out of the tailings and stuff. How can we get the gold out of here? And I come up with something to overcome that. Also, I don't know. This is out on the internet, a lot of different places. You can make a simple separator out of an old tea jar or any jar that's got a hole in the side. You can do it a couple different things. You can put your nozzles on the inside of 45 degree to get the angle that you want, or you can take PVC, put a T on the bottom, put a 45 degree PVC fitting on each end, and you can stir it from the center of the jar. The same thing applies. It's got to be set in your water source. It doesn't have to be covered, but you'll stir the water in the jar and lift some of the fines out. If you're in a pinch, that's a really easy way to make a quick separator for fine gold. But we're working on our gold collection here today. I'll probably have some more tips and tricks as we go along, so keep having a good day and I'll check in later.